A doctor and an aid worker are the first Americans to contract Ebola, the deadly virus that's popped up in 4 African countries since March. The disease has several strains, with mortality rates ranging from 50 all the way up to 90%, and there is no cure or vaccine yet. You can get Ebola by coming in contact with an infected animal, which is why people in Africa are at significantly higher risk because of their tendency to eat bush meat. Once a person's got it, it can spread fairly easily from human to human through pretty much all bodily fluids. And once you're infected, Ebola is extremely aggressive, causing the walls of our smallest blood vessels, called capillaries, to separate so that blood starts leaking.
It is a very painful and agonizing death that no one would want to go through.
This is by far the worst outbreak of the disease ever documented, with over 672 deaths and counting. Another far too deadly situation is in Gaza. One of the main reasons Israel invaded Gaza is to destroy the many tunnels Hamas has dug to smuggle all kinds of stuff, including themselves, beneath the heavily protected Israeli border. These passageways were how Hamas got into Israel, captured Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit, and dragged him back to Palestine, where they held him for 5 years. Hamas eventually traded him back in 2011 in exchange for the Israelis freeing hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. That's something Israel never wants to have repeated. If you want to gain a more complete understanding of the current conflict, the New York Times has a must-watch video that takes you inside the tunnels. Both Hamas and Israel have accused each other of using drones in the current conflict, which is the latest proof that advanced technology is seeing more and more action on the world's battlefields. But Japan's prime minister wants them expanded into our most peaceful event, saying that his country should hold a Robot Olympics in 2020, alongside the Summer Olympics it'll host in Tokyo. The goal is to stimulate growth in the robotics industry. The Olympic events that I could see working are weightlifting, swimming, boxing, and track and field. That's our comment question of the day. What event do you want to see in the 2020 Robot Olympics? Hopefully the games will lead to important advances in robotics, much like the 10 best breakthroughs in science did for their respective fields last year, which included making brains clear, the discovery of a new solar cell, lab-grown organoids, realizing that cerebrospinal fluid washes through the brain while we sleep, microsurgical gene editing, learning more about the microbes that live inside us, a step towards a vaccine for a disease that affects millions of babies each year, deriving stem cells for the first time from cloned human embryos, and gamma-ray detection in exploding stars billions of light years away. The breakthrough of the year was a new way to treat cancer by harnessing a person's immune system. You can watch the full video below and take our poll of the day back on our website. What field of science will 2014's biggest breakthrough come from? With the rate of glacier depletion around the world, what we really need is a breakthrough in oceanic refreezing science. But since that's not going to happen anytime soon, we'll be seeing a lot more videos of beautiful glaciers like this massive archway collapsing into the sea. The woman holding the camera may be freaking out a little bit, because this is what a real close call looks like. Well, that'll do it for today's episode of TBC. Thanks for watching. I'm Bryce Plank. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video to help the conversation spread.